As you can see, I got a smile on my face. Like, we got great news today. I've just been in such a good mood since this announcement, since we got this PV trailer, since we got this manga information. And I'll talk about this in just a second. This is some incredible news that we got. But basically, I love Call of the Night. Fantastic anime. Absolutely fantastic. The color palettes, the blues, the purples, everything that, clashes with the color palette. It's great. I love it so much, man. I love the voice acting. I love the music. I love the theme. I just love the messaging and all that. It's just great. And on top of that, I am a big sucker for vampires. No pun intended. I love vampire manga. I love vampire anime. I have been diving into romance vampire series basically since I was a kid. It's the reason why I started stuff like Vampire Knight or Rosario Vampire, Dance in the Vampire Bun, all that different type of stuff. Like, I love vampire stuff. And Call of the Night, obviously, it was one of those series I started because obviously it had a vampire in it and a, romance building up between the characters. And so that's why I started it such a long time ago. And when it got an anime, instantly made me happy. And the outright amazing work that the staff did for season 1 was incredible. And I think everybody that sat down and watched Call of the Night, I think we can all honestly agree, it was good. It was a fantastic first season. I didn't really see any complaints whatsoever from Call of the Night watchers. It was good from start to finish. And now season 2 is set to air literally in just a month. We're going to be getting season 2 this July. And obviously, great news. That's amazing. We knew it was coming, but just another PV trailer and a really good looking PV trailer at that. Obviously, we stay winning. But obviously, I want to talk about one piece of news that was very unexpected that accompanied this PV trailer, and that is this manga information. Now, I'm not going to spoil, so do not worry, anime only, so don't worry, you don't have to click off the video, mute, or whatever, but this is very important news, and this is what shocked me. Like, this is what made my good mood with the PV trailer that was already solid, and when I saw this news associated with it, my mood just went like, whoop! Straight up, like, went through the roof, because I was like, dude, this was the last thing I expected to see. So, let's just dive headfirst into this one. Call of the Night. Manga will return with a new arc, Paradise arc, starting on July 2nd in Weekly Shonen Sunday. The new arc is planned as a short-term serialization to promote the start of TV anime Season 2. Length/amount of new chapters not yet revealed. So there is a lot of work in progress with this, but basically, for those that don't know, Call of the Night has been over. Like, the manga ended back in 2024 on January, as you can see here. That was the last, chapter that came out, with 203 chapters. Quite a bit of chapters for a vampire romance manga. It actually lasted a lot longer than I expected most series nowadays to last. But the point is that it ended way over a year ago, and we have been left with that ending for a while, and not many people really expected to get any form of follow-up, any form of continuation of any kind. But clearly, that is not the case, because there has now been an announcement that the manga will be coming back for a short term. Even if it's short, it's coming back with a brief arc to probably carry over from, like, the epilogue of the manga, give a little bit more insight to maybe what the characters are doing, and just overall, just genuinely, like, promote the manga and anime once again. It's a win-win situation. But let's explain what this will do for the series. So, for those that are out of the loop, don't worry, not going to spoil, but the ending of Call of the Night was controversial. I wouldn't say it was the same degree or level as, let's say, something like JJK or My Hero Academia, go figure, but the ending of Call of the Night definitely split the community. Not massively, but there was definitely an outcry. There was people that legitimately did not like the ending, there was people that liked the ending, and this announcement is definitely going to potentially correct some of the issues that people have with the ending, and on top of that, it could make it worse. I mean, that's always a possibility, but I'm willing to bet you that's not going to be the case. And I think that in general, this makes me happy, because obviously I was someone, when I finished the ending of Call of the Night, when I read the manga, I was more or less in the middle. Like, I liked it, I didn't hate it or anything, I was fine, I can move on, but it wasn't like a perfect ending. And I think that in general, when it comes to endings, not every ending is gonna satisfy everyone. It's impossible. When you have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of readers, you're not going to make an ending that's going to, make everyone happy. That's the truth. There's going to be people that outright are just upset with a conclusion. And I was one of those people that kind of was just a little bit down the middle. I was fine with it. I would move on with my life. I was more on the side that I was fine with the ending, like I didn't hate it. But I would like more, so to speak. And so with this is great, because I think that this has the possibility from turning what may be a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 ending into maybe a 9, maybe even a 10 ending, depending on how it's done or written. And so I am actually looking forward to that. This is incredible news. I cannot wait to sit down and be able to read Call of the Night again, because it's been way over a year, and I've been honestly missing it. I've been missing it for a while, and just being able to have it back in under a month is gonna be crazy. Like, it's not even announced, by the way, how many chapters it's gonna be, as you can see here, like the disclaimer. So for all we know, it could be 15 chapters. It could be 30 chapters, 50 chapters. I have no idea. If I had to take an educated guess, it'll probably be around the same length as how Season 2 is. It'll probably be about maybe 15 chapters, a modest 15, 13 chapters, I would say. Enough for probably a volume release for, like, Call of the Night. Like, you know how typically when a volume releases for a manga, there's about maybe 10 chapters in it sometimes. I think that's probably going to be the case. Maybe it'll be 1 to 2 volumes long. So yeah, that's my educated guess. I could be wrong there, obviously, but it seems about right enough content to really expand upon the ending or the epilogue of the series, while also not feeling like it's sticking around too long and overstaying its welcome. Now, there is always a possibility, if the short Paradise arc does well for Call of the Night, it could jumpstart a continuation, a part 2 of some kind. Who knows? It's always a possibility. Maybe, set in the same universe or something. I have no idea, but I'm glad to see this. This is just great. It's a nice little thing, nice little conclusion. I'm glad to see the offer coming back and being able to write more for Call of the Night, because this will definitely satisfy a lot of those that potentially were upset with the ending. But I'm going to leave it at that, though. I wanted to talk about this. I love Call of the Night, man, and this made my day. Hopefully, you all enjoy this great news as well. But be safe, stay healthy, everyone. Chibi out.